Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalieha if you're new, and if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of my shenanigans, because this video is nothing but shenanigans. I'm also, it's Wednesday. It's the first time I've uploaded on a Wednesday, and that's because we're introducing Wild Card Wednesdays. Today I'm going to do a story time, and I just feel like my head is like really small, and I keep forgetting it is small. I have a small head. It sucks. Anyways, this is a story time. They're not always going to be story times on Wednesdays. That's why it's a Wild Card Wednesday video, okay? So yeah, this is a story time about... I laugh at myself every time I think about this. When I first moved to New York. Now, it's not like the first 10 weeks when I moved to New York, I was here for an internship through school, so they were paying for my housing, whatever. After that, I decided I wanted to stay here and live because I am insane. But, New York is just... concrete jungle where dreams are made of. So, I wanted to make it in this weird place. So, I had to find somewhere to live. And the first thing that anybody that looks for a house tells you is to not look on Craigslist. But that's exactly what I did because I was desperate, okay? I was crashing on a friend's couch. I didn't want to overstay my welcome, so I needed a place to stay ASAP immediately. Or I missed an opportunity to say ASAP, no Rocky. Whatever, ASAP immediately. All right, so get on that good old Craigslist.com / New York City housing apartments. I don't think I actually was looking in a specific borough, if I remember correctly, or maybe I was. I think it was. Where was I looking? I think it ended up being in Brooklyn. Is where I found this place. Anyways, so first of all, should have been a red flag because I think it was for $600. Yeah, it was $600. Basically, like the way it was listed is I would have my own room, my own bathroom, and like a closet, a back door to walk in, so like I wouldn't have to talk to the people that live there.
Lie.
That was a lie. Let me just explain to you why. So first, I have a phone call because I wasn't showing up nowhere without talking to an actual person first. So I call, and it sounds like this older guy. Like he sounds like an uncle, like a trusted uncle or something, whatever. So I'm like, okay, this is great. He's a black. The blacks usually aren't too crazy. But then again, it was New York, and I wasn't used to New York blacks. If that's how you say that, whatever. This is the words that I'm using. Wasn't used to it. And conversation is hilarious, by the way. Like, me and my friend whose house I was staying at, like, she was listening to the phone call with me, and we're just dying laughing because he's so funny. And he's like, yeah, like, we don't do nothing in this house. Like, you gonna be safe. It's gonna be safe, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. I wish you would stop saying safe because I'm starting to feel unsafe, but whatever, it's fine. Also, I just realized you can see my reflection. Hey, reflection, when will my reflection show who I... Okay. Phone call. Funny. Old man. Not old like 70. Old like... I say old like I'm not close to... He was like 45. It's like half of... I am half of his age now. And I was 21 when this happened. 25 now. Whatever. So, everything sounds good, right? So we go there, and I go look at the place. Second red flag, his bedroom was the living room and kitchen. So when I would have wanted to cook, I would have to stand in front of his bed. Again, I was desperate. Don't judge me. I just needed somewhere to sleep that wasn't my friend's house. Whew. But this is just so funny. It's so sad. The room. Oh my God. The room that I was supposed to stay in is literally the size of, like, it was only big enough to fit a bed. Yeah, it was only big enough to fit a bed. Like, there was just a bed in there. when they were saying that, you know, you wouldn't have to walk through, no, that was a lie. Actually, everyone has to walk through your room to get anywhere else in the house. Like, you have to walk through my room to get to the bathroom. So that private bathroom, it's only private if nobody else in the house has to pee. Which was just stupid. Whatever. Still desperate. So I was like, cool. I sit there and talk to the guy. He's like, yeah, as long as you can bring your deposit, but just know that there are other people that are coming. And I'm like, okay, there's other people coming to look at the apartment. He's like, yeah, but like, you got it as long as you bring the money. So I'm like, cool. So my job was helping me find somewhere to live at the time. So I let my job know like how much it was gonna cost, whatever. And they're like, okay, we can't get you the check until Friday, because it was basically being ran as like a payroll check for me. That's a whole nother story that I will talk about, because messy. So I was like, all right. So I let the guy know, I was like, hey, I won't be able to get you the money till Friday. He was like, okay, there are other people looking at it. I was like, I know. So I told him, this is the thing too. This is what actually drives me crazy. Now that I like go back in this in my head, I told him, if somebody else brings you the money before I do, don't like tell me so I don't come. Like, tell me so I don't show up there, whatever. Pause. So it was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll let you know. I'm like, great. Thursday comes. I hear nothing. Friday comes. I text him. Like, I packed my suitcase from my friend's house. I was going to go get the rest of my stuff from her house, like, the next day. Friday comes. I'm, like, trekking my way over there. Text him, like, hey, I'm on my way. Like, so excited. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all. He goes, well, I got some good news and some bad news. And I'm thinking, okay, like in my head, the bad news is not him telling me that I don't have this room, right? Little did I know that the bad news was so much worse. It was so much worse. So I get there and I'm thinking, okay, you know, maybe the room's not ready, whatever, that's fine. Like, if I have to stay another night at my friend's house, you know, I'll just leave my suitcase here and, you know, come back in the morning when it's all taken care of. I get there and he goes, the first thing he does is put the keys in my hand. So I'm like, oh, it's lit. Like, I got the room. Great. He goes, well, like 3 hours ago, somebody else brought me the money for the room. Sir, there's keys in my hand. There's keys in my hand. So he's like, yeah, somebody else got the room. And I was like, so why are there keys in my hand? He goes, oh, well, I figured, you know, I came up with another option for you and I thought you would, you know, you would be okay with it. I'm thinking, okay, so in my head, again, you know, because we're thinking logically. We're logical people. Oh, well, that's been wrong this entire time. That's fine. So we're logical people, right? Cool. I'm like, oh, maybe he knows somebody else in this building that had an apartment open, told them how much money I was bringing, and they said that, you know, I could have that room. This city has almost taken all of the optimism out of me. Because, I kid you not, he looks me dead in my eyes and goes, you could just share my bed. I'm sorry, what? He's like, yeah, I won't try anything. You can have this half of the bed. I'll take the other half of the bed. You can put your stuff in half of the room. I'll put my stuff in the other half of the room. Remember, this man's bed is in the living room. That is also the kitchen. That is also the dining room. I didn't take the room. By the way. Just clear. This is not the house where the bed is in the living room. So yeah, that's the story of how I almost ended up living in the same bed as an elderly, he wasn't elderly, 45-year-old man in Brooklyn, I think it was. Because he said he felt bad for me and thought that would be better than me not having a room at all. So moral of the story, kids, don't go on Craigslist and look for a room because it's a scam and you'll end up living in the same bed as somebody that's probably the same age as your father. We don't love that for us. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this story time, and next Wednesday will be a totally different Wednesday video because it's Wildcard Wednesdays, and that's the way that my life works, and I don't have that many stories, and I don't want to use them all up because content. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those things that everybody else tells you to do. I'm going to tell you the same thing because we're all trying to do the same thing. Love that for us, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!